careful what you wish for.
Hi, I'm Sim.
My name is Suchi.
I'm Zoe.
My name is Ree.
I'm from
Wish.
ऐसी चीज हूँ बिल्कुल लजीज हूँ
So I grew up in a musical family and I started singing since I was 2 years old because I was always surrounded by music at home. Our grandfather was a lyricist in Bollywood. Our dad is a music composer. Mom is a professional singer. And my sister is Ree from Wish.
Therapy.
Energy. Music flows through my veins. I think I was 14 when I first started writing songs. When it came to family gatherings, there was always 3-part harmonies with my cousins, with my grandparents. So it was always a really fun musical environment. All 4 of us had a family band called Born Duggals after the Von Trapp family because, it just made perfect sense. I professionally started because our dad would take us to the studio and make us do voiceover dubs for animated shows. I remember receiving my first payment from him. He gave me like 1,000 rupees for my first job. Therapy.
Boy, why you calling my phone? I think I was singing before I was speaking, and I just knew that I loved it, but I didn't start off in music. From there, we would as a family very regularly watch The Voice, X Factor, American Idol, and I just would see those singers on stage and just be like, I want to be there. And I was just like, okay, from now on, music is the thing that I'm the most passionate about.
So when I was 4 years old, I loved dancing. So whenever I used to go to any parties, they used to be like, Suchi dance. And I used to be the bakra and I only used to dance and everyone used to have a good time. But then as time went by, the teachers in the choir recognized my voice and thought that I have the tune in my head and I sing that. I can sing well. And then I myself realized I could sing, and that's how my singing journey started.
I don't think I was a great singer growing up. I never really won any competitions in school. My dad used to always tell me, you have a little softer voice, your lungs are weak. And I always wanted to prove myself to him and say that it's not that my lungs are weak. I know that if I can train myself to do better, I can be better. I think it was when I was in college that I actually realized that I was good at this.
There were people who always didn't like my complexion. They would be like, oh, you're so dark, what happened, and this and that. But slowly I realized that this complexion is beauty. It's like brown skin. People get tanned to get this skin, and I have it myself. So I started embracing my skin tone, and I love my skin color. I really love it.
From when I was a kid, I was very shy. That's why I actually started online content, because I was like, I don't have to meet people. Somehow that personal interaction was very daunting to me. And I remember I had my first ever live show in Chennai, and my dad took me and we went for the sound check, and I froze. And I just couldn't get myself to tell the manager that I'm here for sound check. Something as basic as that. So I'm like, Dad, can you just call him? Can you tell them? And he was like, no, you want to do music? You go talk to him. And I did stand there for 1.5 hours to 2 hours. I did not move, and it was very embarrassing, and I just hated that feeling. And until finally, they came up to me and saw me in the back, and they were like, oh, come, you're very late. Let's do this check. And when I went home, I was just like, I can't let that happen ever again. So I kind of from there started to push myself to make those like uncomfortable moves, to talk to people, like make sure I'm extroverted. I need to do it for myself because nobody's going to help me, and if I really want this, I'm going to do it. So through like some years of actually making it happen, I have now become like a little bit more social and ambivert.
I began singing for a lot of commercials, like for ads. But the thing with that kind of work is it doesn't come very often. Of course, like if you're good at it, it will. And eventually it did. But I was still not fulfilled from within because I had an artist in me. And I didn't want to just go and sing what other people are telling me to sing. And just before I got called to be a part of Wish, it was probably one of my lowest periods.
You find out all the harmonies that's in the track.
I didn't do singing and dancing as a career. I was interning in a film production company in a desk job. I was having something where I had to like make PPTs. Things were not working out. Like whenever I used to make something, it was not getting approved, and it felt like I'm just stuck. Like I'm doing something like on the desk and I'm not getting out, where my personality is like pulling me to, dance, sing, get out, do things. Suddenly one day I get a phone call from Bay Music House, and they were like, we saw your Instagram profile and we are doing this girl group, and do you want to be a part of the girl group journey? It's never happened in India and you have what it takes. I was like, yes, of course. And then I cut the call and I called my boss and I'm like, bye.
Keep going.
I'm thinking in my head, like, how will the audience in India know that there's a girl group in India? Also, that they can look up to, like, some people are blinks, like they follow Blackpink and they follow like Little Mix. I was just thinking they could tell other people, like, India has one as well, not only your country.
I think for us, being Wish that is only 3 months old, it's pretty amazing to be compared to some of the biggest artists in the world.
The whole pop phenomenon, the whole industry has existed from like decades ago. This pop group phenomenon has always been there, and it's true that the K-pop industry has just blown up and it's gone global, and that the fan base there is super big. And what makes us different is the fact that it's from India, and we can actually like put our Indian culture into the music that we're making and sing in Hindi and make it pop and dance and just have a fresh sound that's coming from India.
There are definitely a lot less women in the music industry, and I don't know why that is.
In terms of like sexualizing, it happens. Like it's just something that is just in the industry, and it happens to all kinds of artists, especially female. But when it comes to like how we deal with it, like we don't really listen to other people's opinions. Like it's just the team that we like focus on. So we like to like just switch things up in our music. For example, Lazeez, which Ria likes to say is basically the opposite. It's like we hear males in songs just constantly telling women like, oh, tu aisi cheez, whatever, and we're just like, no, let us say it. Like it's more kind of like taking that power back and being like, oh.
Lazeez is a song about taking back the control, and we are calling ourselves sexy. So yeah, we're changing things in the industry now, and we're like being vocal about this stuff. So we can be confident, sexy if we want to. I need to look a certain way when I'm on stage or when I'm in a music video on camera. But yeah, I think we just talk it out with the girls. If anytime anyone's feeling a certain way, we discuss it, and we always make each other feel better. I want to see different places, different countries, meet different kind of people, just perform on the Grammys. I think that's on my bucket list that I definitely want to check.
we followed our dreams and it's like the best feeling ever. And if you guys really have a dream, whether it's music or otherwise, you can do it and no one can stop you if you put your mind to it.
Remember? Okay.
One, two, three, four.
Hi, I'm Ree.
I'm Zo.
I'm Sim. I'm Suchi, and we are
Wish!